an idea as to how you can put some mechanism in place to spur economic growth and hence create employment and reduce unemployed youths. Nobody listened to him. He didn't talk about improving terms and conditions of workers in Kenya apart from lamenting Francis Atwoli. I have put labor movement on the continent of Africa together. We are running trade unions in Kenya professionally. We don't agitate for workers' rights. We negotiate for workers' rights. Somebody should tell Mudavadi, we negotiate for workers' rights. We don't agitate for workers' rights. Somebody should tell him. It is sad that even as a presidential candidate, Mudavadi still continues fighting small wars. He needs to grow beyond those small wars that he's fighting if he's to be taken seriously as a presidential candidate. Much disturbing is the fact that Mudavadi is so naive that he doesn't seem to understand how the labor movement in Kenya works. He has never been told that the Secretary General of Court is not the Minister for Labor or the Minister for Treasury, who can be, and he blames me for the performance of the two ministries of Finance and Labor as if I was in charge. Our labor movement, he should be able to know that is free and independent. We are not a department of any ministry within the government. Unfortunately, he's not an economist. He did a course in land surveying. As a land surveyor, he cannot be able to know or differentiate between issues related to terms and conditions of service of workers as related to data based on cost of living, erosion in purchasing power, inflation rate, and consumer price index. Those are mirage in his ears, because what he sees in his eyes are beacons of land and what he's supposed to do when he's doing survey. He goes further and he avers that if he became president, he can have some authorities and powers of changing leadership of labor movement in this country. Who will allow him? Musalia he should go and read how we operate, both employers associations and employers organizations, trade unions and governments. We are social partners anchored under the International Labour Organization various conventions. You cannot wake up from the wrong bed of your from the wrong side of your bed and you say, since I'm a president, I want to remove leadership and change leadership of court. We have structures, we have our constitutions. Our constitutions are agreements between ourselves and ourselves. We are not led under a code of conduct of government or any code from any ministry. So he's a daydreamer and he requires a lot of lecturing. Considering